I'm Doug Kelley. I'm a professor at Arizona State University. I've been there about 20 years, and over 10 of those years, I've been a partner with Neighborhood Ministries in teaching a class about inner-city families. We partnered with Neighborhood because they are deeply embedded in the community. Not only do they have community programs, but much of their staff lives in the communities. They're connected very much to people who live in the communities, kids, parents. They know the neighborhoods. They know people that don't come to their programs. Another reason I've partnered with Neighborhood Ministries is they're relationship-based. They have programs, but those programs are designed not just to give people skills, but to establish relationships. So that means if you drop out of a program and then you come back later and you want help, they're still there, right? If you go to prison for a little while, and then when you come out, they're still there. If you have a kid, we're still here. It just doesn't matter. Neighborhood's always there. And actually that relationship approach is how I teach. I build relationship in classrooms and then earn the right to be heard by students, and they earn the right to speak into my life. And at Neighborhood, that's what they've done too. They've earned the right to speak into a community's life, but that community has spoken back to Neighborhood also and changed them. We've done a couple of things together. In particular, we developed a class together, and that class uses speakers from Neighborhood Ministries as well as other community organizations. The hallmark of the class is that the students don't spend very much time actually in the classroom. They spend most of their time in the community working with kids and families, community groups. And then as a class, I help them reflect on their experience, and I bring in speakers to help them reflect on their experience as well. So that class has been running for over 10 years. We offer it every single semester. And another hallmark is that you can repeat it for credit. So if you're working with middle school girls in the fall, you stick with them and you keep working with them in the spring. And then my hope always is that they win your heart, and then you're back there the next fall working not for credit this time, but just because you have to. Another thing that we've done is a variety of seminars, and I've come to Neighborhood and done some training for leadership. And part of that training has been forgiveness, which has now worked itself into what we call the forgiveness tree. At ASU, we've developed a program called the Forgiveness Tree, where we come into communities and we teach communities about forgiveness, not just individuals, but we teach communities how to become forgiving places. So we're partnering with Neighborhood at a couple of different levels to do smaller forgiveness tree events, but then also to do events that are going to culminate in a very large mural project that'll be aimed at creating spaces for reconciliation in that community. One of the great benefits of being partners is that we draw on each other's strengths, right? We each bring assets to this relationship. So in my world at the university, where I live with students in the classroom primarily, I get to bring people in who are living in communities working with urban poor. And they come in and talk about their experience and bring people from those communities into the classroom, so that my students get to talk to teen moms who are holding their babies and understanding something of why they wanted to be a teen mom, or how they're trying to learn to be a new kind of mom from what they've understood before. That's something I can't bring. I can give them some theory and ideas about change, but I can't bring them the reality of that story. At the same time, at Neighborhood, they're in the trenches. They're busy with people, and they read a lot, and they try to stay up on everything, but they can't do the work that I'm paid to do at the university as well. And so I'm able to come, and the rest of the faculty there, right, are able to come to Neighborhood and to offer something from a broader, perhaps a bigger perspective, and help Neighborhood continue to understand where they're situated and how they're situated. And the forgiveness tree is a good example, where we're able to bring our research agenda, which has been forgiveness for over a decade, and bring that now into a community but neighborhoods partnering with us on helping us understand how to bring that into a community in a very tangible way.